Welcome back to Odaville and the Game Foundation. This is MC Oda, and where we left off last time, I noticed that I was looking at a pretty big food shortage here, at least of our basic foods. We have very few fish and almost no berries left, although we still have plenty of meat, and our bread is kind of seasonal. Depends on where we are in the wheat growing season. So I want to concentrate on trying to get that reestablished, get that food supply reestablished. In this episode, I'm also thinking about maybe expanding our church, because our church here can only support 72 villagers, and we're up to 127. So I think I would like to get that expanded this episode as well. So, so one thing I also did, so I don't normally do anything in between episodes at all. But what I did was I noticed that I wanted to reverse this fence because I wanted the support beams in the back. So I just kind of reversed them. But when I did that, I decided I wanted this gate reversed too, except that was an actual edit. And whenever I applied that, it had to rebuild this piece of the fence, which meant that this house sees that it doesn't have its light fortification. So this is why I don't like doing anything off camera. So I just have to, as soon as we start, hopefully they'll get the supplies over here really quick and get a builder over here to fix that before this house stops upgrading. Okay, let's go ahead and start time and get things moving. Okay, as far as money is concerned, we're at 629 money out of, let's see, what's the best window to view that in? I don't remember which bed window. Anyway, we have 627 money out of, and we can store up a little over 1,000. So we're doing pretty good with money. Sounds like the charcoal things are fired up. Do we have a? We're still waiting for a builder. So let's go ahead and prioritize this so that we don't lose that house. All right. So there's this little guy in the symbol. This little symbol again. I think that means that it's waiting for a watchman. I'm not really sure what that actually means. But we have plenty of watchmen in town. Let's see. This is the tower that so this house down here stopped complaining, and I think it's probably on its way to being upgraded, which is awesome. I think this extra patrol tower worked out really well for that. Okay, so food. Right now we have 4 berries. We also don't have many polished stone, which we're probably still selling quite a lot of it. And we have very few fish. So our 2 fishermen here aren't able to keep up. But if we buy this plot of land, this plot of land comes with not only a lot of extra land for our church to expand and maybe even some housing and some farms, but it also gives us more fish. So if we were to click on, say, one of these, you can see there's 2 fish spots right here. So we could actually put a couple more fishing houses right here or fisher huts to help with those fish. Oh, what's this? First tools are forged. An industrious clang of metal echoes through the village. Tools are now crafted, not bought. Your villagers are eager to build, create, and thrive with these sturdy instruments. Very well. Alright, happiness bonus of 10% for all villagers. That's awesome. Okay, do we have... Okay, Emmy is working on this, so she's bringing some of the last few supplies, so hopefully she'll get that fence all fixed up there from where I goofed up this entrance. And hopefully that doesn't... Okay, so this is what it'll look like when it's done. So it is going to line up right, even though it looks funny right there. Let's see. There was also, I think I have to put like a watch post over here or something, but we'll deal with that later. Let's look at, do we want to start with fish or berries? Well, we have practically none of each. So let's look at berries. There's plenty of berries, however, our berry gathering hut is not near any of them. However, there's plenty here and plenty over here. So I'm thinking we could just move the berry hut over here and maybe even put a few, 1 or 2 more And if we have some more people come into town, we can employ them as berry gatherers. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and we're going to edit this. And we're going to move it over here. Over closer to where the berries actually are. Okay. It's right here next to this wood cutting camp. And I think that's okay. We'll put it here next to this road. Right there. That'll cost us 4 logs and a gold. Or a coin. Okay. And now let's go ahead and build a couple more berry huts there. So that is food. Gathering hut. So let's go ahead and stick one here. Let's see. We'll put one maybe like right here. Facing the road. And we'll say build that. And then we're even going to put a third. Just to make sure, because we want to make sure we have lots and lots of berries. I'll put one on the other side of the road, maybe. Yeah. We want to make sure we have lots of berries because not only do the people want to eat the berries, but once we start a tavern, we're going to want to brew those berries into some delicious berry drinks. Alright, looks like Emmy got our fence all fixed up, so this area is now back to being fortified, and let's see. So that can be seen up here. I was looking for this last time. Fortification. So we can see our fortification zone. So we can see that this entire thing is fortified and all the houses in it are. We can see that this tower provides fortification. All of these towers do in their little radiuses. And you can see, like, for example, this tower is sending out its kind of a quarter circle out here. So you can actually see what is covered with the fortification and what isn't. And you can see, because some of these are not in the fortification, that's why they're still small houses. But that's okay for now. Another thing I noticed up here is that you can also view your beautification. So we can see, so with houses, when houses are concerned, there's two things. There's quality and density. So the quality is what lets the commoners and residents live in them, and the density is what allows more people to live in them. So you need like fortification and patrol and stuff to get the density up, but you need the beautification type things to get the quality up. So here you can actually see which houses do not have beautification yet, and that's why those are still the small houses as well. Okay, let's see. Just a few things I learned. And thank you to some of my commenters for pointing out some of these details. By the way, you guys are giving me some really, really great tips. I'm loving it. I'm not going to remember all of them all the time, but I appreciate every single one of them. And you gave me a lot of good tips with like resource management and stuff. So I will hopefully be able to remember some of those and implement them. So keep them coming. I absolutely love those comments. You're really helping me out a lot. How's our berry book? Okay, we got one of our berry huts open, and there we go. 3 of our new people are now going to start gathering berries. Now, I could put a granary right next to the berry huts. And then let these guys can still get berries to allow for the okay, brain. The market. I do want some berries here close to the market. But what I'm thinking is, since this one is empty, I'm going to unassign it. And I think I might put a granary out here by these berry. Oh, this one's available too. Alright. And I bet we can fit a small granary here. I say a small granary, but a granary is a granary. And maybe we can do this. Maybe we can stick this here. And this can just be like a berry storage granary. Why not? Why not? And again, let's see where else. See, there's plenty of berries around here. So if I needed to, I could put even more gathering huts around. So let's see if our berry production starts improving now that we have a few more people. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so while that's getting all settled, let's take a look at our fishing. Okay, so I think I want to go ahead and buy this plot of land. We've got a good amount of coins. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this. All right, there we go. Excellent. So now we can get some more fishing huts over here. Now we are going to run into a problem because we have housing that, well, the new people are going to want to live down here, right? And some of these houses are still being upgraded. I mean, I think we're still really low on planks with all these housing upgrades. So I think that was my mistake a few episodes ago. Is I started upgrading like all the houses or a lot of houses, and there's so many being upgraded at the same time, and that's really, like, you can see here's one, and they're still waiting on planks. You got this one over here waiting on planks and wood. This one's waiting on planks and stone and wood and tools. Oh, hey, this one doesn't have people in it either. All right, you know what? I think it's time to go ahead and get missing raw materials. Yeah, they're out there producing, but where are they? It says producing resources. He says he's working. Where is he? Where are you, Zinc? It says you're in the building. Look, it's like he's stuck. It says producing, producing, producing. I wonder if that's what's going on. I wonder if these guys are somehow stuck in their huts. I wonder if something's broken. I don't know. Maybe that's why we're running out of fish, because these guys are stuck. If anybody knows what that's all about, let me know. That's weird. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and at least get another one in place. And maybe we can get another fisherman starting. Okay, let's build that. Oh, look, he just got out of his house. All right, Zinc's out of his house, so he's not stuck anymore. But it looks like Vashta is... Oh, okay, none of them they're not stuck in their houses anymore, okay. Or in their fishing things. All right. And also, maybe with the fish being closer, they'll be able to produce a little bit faster. Okay, so look, we're already up to 35 berries in our village. So this is looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and... Do we have a transporter? No, we need some more people. Okay, well, okay, that's okay, though. We're carrying them over here to this granary. Two berries at a time. But that's okay. Alright, so what's going on over here? And as far as storage, I think someone was saying, like, to store some of the... I have the tools stored down here, 55, because I figured these warehouse workers could just go up here and get them. And I think so long as this doesn't get full, that'll probably work, as long as they can keep them cleared out of here. But if they start producing too fast and these things fill up, we might have to store some of the tools up here. Okay, so what's going on with these? Okay, he's actually carrying... Oh my gosh, look, he walks all the way around like this to get a log from here, and then walks all the way around to bring it back. I wonder if this was like... If we just rotated this? What would happen? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna rotate it so these guys don't have to walk all the way around their building just to get their wood. Some things I also need to think about is, like, for example, these farmers, where do they live? If they're out doing things, like if they're walking to get food and they're walking to get church and they're walking to get home, then they won't be planting. And I think that might be why these fields aren't being planted 100%. So that's just more things to think about. All right, let's welcome some new people. Let's go ahead and get... let's get one of you in this fisherman's hut here. And then we'll get one of you as a transporter here, and we're going to assign lots of berries. We're just going to put all berries in this thing. And then, do we have any more people? No, not yet. Okay, so as quickly as these guys... So these guys are producing the berries, but they're not being collected very quickly. Oh, that's okay. We'll let them just do their thing. All right. So let's see if they start working themselves out. And let's see if we start getting some more fish as well. Yeah, see, everybody's having to... There's a lot of people just not working. So maybe one way to alleviate that is to build more, right? So if we have more, then there's a better odds that somebody will be working. Right? Makes sense, right? Sure, that makes sense. All right, so let's see. Our planks, boy, we have plenty of wood, but we got 2 sawmills going. I guess they're working as fast as they can, but I guess we're probably just using up a lot. I think we're probably still using a lot of planks for these housing upgrades. So until those are finished being upgraded, we're just going to have to deal with that. Okay, now these guys are lightly fortified, but I don't know if they need a watch post or not. How does our patrolling areas look? See, these aren't being patrolled very well. I think we need to start maybe another... Oh, see, I wonder if, like, making this building larger will get more patrollers out here. I'm also wondering if I just put another patrol tower out here, if they'll kind of get out here a little bit more. Let's do that. Why not? We've got the money. What's the worst that could happen? So let's see. Let's go ahead and build a watch post. And now I think I'm going to get, let's see, stone tower miner. Stone observatory. Okay, so like if this were here, for example, or maybe if this were like right here. It's not telling me like how many patrollers will be able to be in here, and I wish it would, because I don't know. Well, one thing I can look at is, so this one has like 6. And this, what kind of building is this? I can't tell. This tower only has 2. It's much smaller. This one has like... Okay, I'm just trying to... Is that this kind? That is not this kind. Is it this? No, it's this. Manor Tower Miner? No, that's different. Is it one of these? Nope, that's different. Well, we'll just build one of these and see what happens. If we only get 2 patrollers, we only get 2 patrollers. So be it. So I think I like their little balcony. Maybe their balcony can be turned this way. And the entrance can be here. Like this. So that's their door, and their balcony is looking right at the gate. Well, here comes the patrol. That's kind of cool. Alright, so I'll point the balcony out this way, and then this thing, I'll move it over here. There we go. Let's build that. Okay, we got 71 berries. We have 18 fish, so that's better than where we started, but it's still not a ton of berries. There's still like nothing at the market. Why is there nothing at the market? They're all in this granary. And there's none in this granary. Which means the market is going to have to... Oh my gosh, this isn't cool. Huh. That means the market tender has to go all the way over here to get berries. Boy, how do you guys manage this stuff? I'm trying to be smart about this. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. There's like no fish up here. It's the only place storing fish. These guys aren't producing resources. She's on free time. He's heading to work. He's heading to work. Oh, okay. More people. Okay, more people. So we want to get one in this fisherman's hut here. We want another one of the two of them getting berries. And another one of them transporting. Oh, hey, look. Somebody got 44 here and 30 in there. Okay, so they are kind of collecting them here, and then this person will go and carry them from here to here. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. All right, so I think we might be okay for berries once they get established. Now we just have to, these fishermen need to start doing their thing too. So do we put a fish granary down here and kind of have the same thing going on? Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's put a fishery? A fish granary right here. Okay, we'll build that there. And just to make sure, let's just go ahead. I mean, I'm just going to go nuts here. Let's just really just Fisherman's Row down here. Go nuts. Why not? Because we're also selling fish. Okay. How are things going up here with this? We're getting some of the materials up here. Okay, well, it's not built yet, but we can already get one in there. Okay. Hey, look, they actually almost completely fully planted this time. The only spots they're missing is a little bit of this corner. That's awesome. Let's check in on our cloth and clothing. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think so. The cloth is staying ahead of the clothing, so that's good. That's what I wanted to see. So that way, we'll have cloth for building if we need it. Okay, we have wood is at 100 here. Wood, stone. Okay, good. I think we're okay. All right. Now okay, let's see what kind of things can we expand. Now we still have to do the tavern. Oh, I wanted to look at what this was. This, an estate privilege. Let's see what that is. Let's see if we can find a estate privilege. Empty slot. Estate privileges. Can have one more concurring tax without penalty. Let's see. Merchants League. Trade price bonus of 10%. Okay. Labor buildings upkeep reduced. Newcomers ignore happiness immigration factor. One more tax without penalty. Residential taxation happiness effect is decreased. So taxes won't affect happiness as badly. Family business. Every time you trade with a village, you get one influence with its estate. I'm thinking, let's see if we can just do the, people aren't quite as sad about taxes. Let's do that and see how that affects things. Well, our happiness immediately went up a little bit. That was pretty cool. So another thing we can do to see what to do next is we can look at people's happiness. Like, for example, we got some 45% people here, like Sanin Hodev. He needs his rustic food. He needs his fish and his berries. So people are pretty unhappy about that. He's unhappy about his rustic food shortage and, of course, taxes, which is, we can't stop that. They don't have church. Okay, so we need to expand the church. We need to look at expanding the church while we have everything else going on. Okay. We're not getting a whole lot of immigration at the moment. But once people start showing up, if we need jobs, we can figure out what to do. Okay, let's look at the church. Let's look at the church. So here's the church. So if we edit this building, so we can start making this building itself larger and larger. Or we can maybe add like another building. Because you can have separate buildings, but it's still considered the same church, right? Clergy, rustic church architecture. Can we open that? Ooh, hey, nicer buildings. All right. We got some. Oh, look at all these nicer buildings. Stone. Hey. Well, as big as that church is, that's going to be the small church. Let's just see what some of these buildings look like. Let's just put them out on the yard since we know we can move them around. Look at these new building pieces. I'm liking this. This is pretty cool. All right, so let's see. I kind of like this one to start. Let's move this. So we're gonna kind of do like a bit of ooh. Let's build like a bit of a church here, and we'll kind of have like a little courtyard in between them that we could do something with if we wanted to. Okay, so that's oh, we can color the roofs. No, oh, I thought that was a paintbrush. Okay, so then if we put this maybe like on this side, and then we raise it up. And then we can kind of put this bit here, maybe. Does that sideways look weird? That looks kind of weird, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks kind of weird. Okay. It's not very decked. These walls are very plain. But eventually you can get things like, you can actually get like stained glass windows and stuff eventually. Oh, you know what? This back side is plain. I bet that's where you would put the tower. Yeah. Let's move the tower back there. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's see. This is going to raise us to by 39. We still need plenty more here. Okay. So let's go ahead and... Can we do like something like this? Like we're going to put like one of these. Let's make this taller. Make that taller. We'll put like a thing there, and then another one of these, which was this one. Right? Is that the same? I think so. That's kind of a cool shape. I like that. Well, it looks like they're not kind of... There we go. There we go. That was lined up better. Plus 87. Let's see. Let's check on our people. Oh my gosh, we got people. People. Okay. Where do we need them to work? We need a fisherman. Transporters. Okay. And this here needs to start stocking fish so we can keep a big fish supply down here. There we go. Perfect. What's going on up here? I think maybe we only do one fish up here now instead, and then we maybe make more meat because we're actually producing more meat. Okay, perfect. All right, so this big church. Let's see. We're going to need a nice entrance on it, a nice big stone gate. That's pretty cool. I like that. Goes right, whoa, goes right in the front. All right, this is adding 87 attendees. So 87 and 72, quick math. It ends in a 9. 8 and 7 is, okay, brain, 15, 159. Well, that'll keep us for a little while. Not much, but it'll keep us for a little while. Let's go ahead and put a, I mean, while we're at it, we might as well, can we put like a nice big, oh, there's only certain places it can attach. Okay, let's see, where is it trying to attach it? Oh, it's like on the ends there. Oh, okay, that's where I wanted it. Right there. Okay, we put a nice cross up there. And for now, we can put like a little kind of courtyard thing right here with a little brazier in the center, and we can have some benches sitting around it. This will be the start of our little courtyard. Yeah. There we go. We're gonna put a nice tree there, and maybe a littler, shorter one. Well, we'll put that like here. And then we'll also give them, what else? A nice tree. Okay, let's start building. Oh my gosh. That's gonna use up so many resources. Everyone's like dying for rustic food, and we're building a massive church. Well, we're up to 46 fish and 91 berries, so maybe we're gonna actually work out this whole food situation. They're harvesting the wheat, so the bread should be going again. Oh gosh, see, we're out of bread. Wow. I feel like I'm growing faster than my resources are growing. Like I have more people coming in than I can handle. But to make more resources, I need more people. So I need those people to come in. It's a very weird, delicate balance here that is, I'm finding it maybe a little bit difficult to find where that balance is. What's up with this? Oh, everyone's like at home. Okay, no one's working. Okay, I was gonna say, because I got plenty of wood here. We got 24 planks, so maybe some of these houses are starting to finish up, and some of our planks are starting to get available. See, well, we still got houses down here. That's once 40 planks. It's going to take a while to get this. Oh, look at people are already coming in and sitting in the courtyard. They're all going like around the back side of that tree. Can I edit this tree? Let's put the tree here. Okay. And you know, I kind of feel like this needs to move a little bit. Because it's kind of, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's, come on. Edit. Edit. Stonecutter camp. There we go. Let's see. Let's move you over here. That's a house, isn't it? Uh-oh. Hold on. Well, I think until you get... See, then... So I think if you're kind of up a little bit, even though the stinky is over the green, it's not touching the house. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how... I don't know where the balance is with that. But you know what? Okay, maybe we can move it up here just a little bit further and then turn it this way. There we go. Let's apply those changes. So we're going to move that woodcutting camp over here just to get it out of the middle of the road. Since it's right here on Main Street. There we go. All right. Now I'm assuming that even with once we get this church going, it's still just Chipmunk can handle all of it. I'm hoping. We'll find out. We will find out. Okay, we got some more new people in. Let's see. Do we have jobs for them yet? Let's see. Let's see what we are looking at for jobs. We still need more transporters. Okay. Excellent. Let's check in on Jess and see what's going on with our, she's out there seeing, she should be out here prospecting something. Let's see if we can find her. So people, I remember it was Jess, so here we go, Jess is our bailiff. Let's see if we can spy on Jess and see what she's doing. Hey, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be working? You're supposed to be out prospecting or something, right? Aren't you? Isn't she supposed to be doing this right here? Didn't we tell her to go do this last time? Oh, you know what? Maybe she finished. Because there was 3 of them that were all like 200 and something. What happened? Did that result in anything? I don't see anything here. I think all of those stones are just stones that are out in the, like these little stones. Okay, if anybody knows what's going on with that, because there were 2 of these that were like, there were 3 of them, I believe, that were 200 and some meters away. And I assumed it was these 3 nodes here, 1, 2, 3. And now it looks like there's only 2, so I feel like she finished. But I didn't see any notification of that. Let's check our logs. Logs. I feel like I would have been notified of this. Let's see. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I just glanced down and nothing stood out to me. So, okay. Oh, you know what? We'll just tell her she's going to go prospect another mineral deposit. Maybe she just didn't find anything. Who knows? I have no idea how that works. So, cool. I'm glad I checked on her. All right, there is a merchant approaching. Hello, merchant. I want to click on you. Click on you. I want to click on you. I can't click on him. He's too fast. What you got for me, buddy? Wood for the king. King is looking for wood. He needs 150. We have 180. Oh my god, it's going to be like all of our wood. He's going to give us 225 gold, which we can't even fit all of that in our treasury. And 5 kingdoms things. Maybe next time, king. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's almost all of... Whoa, holy cow. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. That's almost all of our wood, and we can't even accept that much money, so that sounded like a bad deal. Let's see. Why are all these things still lit up? Am I still, like... Do I still have Jess, like, highlighted or something? Let's see where she's at now. Ooh, there, got the wood cooking. Okay, so now she's gonna go out and prospect. I want to see what she ends up doing. Like, I would assume that she's going here, but maybe that's not where she's been going. Like, I feel like if she went to a different one, we would see something. Yeah, see, that's where she's going. Or... Oh! Is this what she found? Can be marble deposit. Maybe that's what she found the first time, and I just didn't see a notification for it. Alright, well, one of these is marble, which sounds awesome, but that's not... I would love to see one of them be stone and one of them be iron. So we'll hope that... Okay, now that she's there, though, I want to peek, because I think you can actually see her doing her job, which is kind of cool. And let me skin it. Yeah, look at her, look at her! She, like, gets a little piece, and she's, like, chipping at it with her little tool, and she's, like, checking it out and seeing what she can see. Isn't that awesome? What a cool little detail, little animation. I love it. So I guess she's going to be doing that for whatever her duration is. So we'll see what she comes back with. That's pretty awesome. Dueling churches. Dueling bells. I love it. Oh, how fantastic is that? Does that mean that this one is partially in service now? It's not really... We can't really see because it's still being built. But I feel like... No, it doesn't have an entrance yet. Well, people are loving this little courtyard. Maybe we should beef that up a little bit. Nope, nope. Look at that. We're topping out on our money again. Oh my gosh. We're earning money that we can't keep. Okay. I would love to see this church get finished in this episode, but I'm not sure how long that's going to take. Well, we still need some tools and some planks and some stone. We're getting there, though. A lot of people are coming to sit on these benches. They're really liking these benches. They're liking this little thing we made. Can I maybe do another one here? I like that they're enjoying this. This is pretty cool. And then maybe because it seems like they're all coming from that direction, can we give them like a little one of these? Oh, wouldn't that be cute? Look at this. Does it fit right? Yeah, they walk right through it. That's really cool. And then maybe even like a little minor one for... Ew, I don't like that one. That one doesn't look as attractive. Maybe we can put a little light right here. Like right here. Like that. So they are coming out this little side passageway a bit as well. So maybe we put a little small gumdrop bush there. And we give them... Am I going overboard? I'm going overboard, but that's okay. I don't mind. Yeah, I like that. Let's go ahead and make those changes. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Very nice. All right. People are liking that spot. Okay, look at, we got some new people in town. And I think we're getting pretty full up on jobs at this point. How's our berries looking? We're getting the back stock of berries again, and we're keeping our market filled. What about our fish? We're keeping our fish market filled, and we're starting a little bit of a back stock on fish. By George, I think I've got it. I think I might have, at least temporarily, fixed the rustic food problem. Another one or two things. Okay, we already put a well up there. That's good. I want to put another well or two out, just so that if somebody needs water, they don't have to walk across town to get it. And wells are pretty small and cheap. So you know what? Oh, a well would go great right here by the church. Maybe right here as part of this little courtyard. So back in the day, wells, of course they might not have been wells like this, but wells were like social meeting places. Like everyone would go to the wells and meet and talk and gossip and learn about the goings on in life. So I think a well right there would be a really nice addition to that little church courtyard. And then everybody on this side of town who gets thirsty doesn't have to go all the way to the town center to get to it. That's a pretty cool idea, I think. Alright, so how are we doing on everything else? I'm thinking everything... Okay, I want to get rid of these silly little symbols. And I think it was because I had highlighted... Okay, so this is still in progress. Oh, and that actually she's still there. She's still there looking at her little rock. That's awesome. No access to rustic food. Who has no access to rustic food? Oh, these guys haven't been producing stone because they're like not getting their... Come on, guys. I need to... 1 tool and 4 logs. Can someone please just rebuild that for us? I want to get rid of these little symbols. How do I get rid of these symbols? Is it because I was looking at Jess? That's when they showed up, I think. Okay, I don't know how to get rid of those. Is it because I had this selected? Alright, well, if someone knows how I can get rid of those stones, I don't want to keep staring at them. What's going on over here? This thing is full? Because these guys, they're all like taking breaks and stuff. The coal can't keep up with these woodcutters all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, really? Housing is insufficient now, too. Oh, we're growing too fast. We're growing too fast. I mean, I'm okay with them pausing. If they have to pause so that this forest can regrow a little bit, I'm actually okay with that. Totally cool with that. How's our berries going? So we're getting berries, but we're using them up at a rate to where there's really not much backstock happening over here. So it perhaps we could, well, that's like 3 more people. Again, oh, look at this. Our treasury is just so full. I'm not spending money fast enough. What's some stuff I can spend some money on? Let's, so someone was telling me, like, if you highlight the church and you start putting up decorations, they'll all count for, like, the church. Right? So, like, we could put these lamps. See, and these just cost money. Alright, so let's do this. Let's just start putting, like... Now, this is too far, but if I put 1, then I could probably put the next, and the next, and the next. So, you know what? I'm going to use up some of this money since we're having a little bit of a lot of money. Let's go ahead and put like street lamps all along this street. Look at this. This is awesome. Okay. This is pretty cool. And that's all counting as this right here, clergy splendor. So I'm assuming that eventually that will be a very good thing for us. Okay. And again, it's going to use up some of this money since we're so full of money at the moment. Let's see. Can we get another one on this? That's too far. We can get one here next to this road sign, right? There we go. And then maybe that lets us get one here. And that maybe lets us get one here. This is pretty cool. Alright, so then we can get one over here. And this is going to make things... Oh, you know what we should do? And then whenever I build these, they're all going to be like, boom, and then the lights are going to come on, and that's going to look incredible. Alright. And I know there's a way you can do, like, shift to, like, place more, but then I don't know if I can, like, twist them the right direction if I do that. So... Is this the... This is the main street going this way, so we want to start getting some going up here. Man, my I keep calling them villagers, but now technically they're townsfolk. Oda town. So my townsfolk are so industrious, they are working in the middle of the night. Aren't they so wonderful? Oh, sounds like the coal plant is fired up. The charcoal plant is fired up again. Just in time for us to be right over top of it. I'm kind of liking this street lamp thing. This was a really, really cool idea. Thank you for this idea. I'd call out the person by name that gave me the idea, but I just have a terrible memory with who said what. And also, it's been several days since I saw the message, so I just don't remember who said it, but... But I am thankful, even if I'm not remembering who is the one who suggested it. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's build those. Tier 2 clergy reached. New content available to unlock. Nice. Oh, look at those lights along the streets now. How cool is that? Oh, and new people just arrived. Nice. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so again, we're not really having a very big backstock of berries, and we still have plenty of berry bushes. So let's go ahead and maybe put another berry hut here for these new people that just showed up. Of course, I'm putting them all over here, but then over here is not a place where people can live. So let's take a look again at this beautification thing up here. Well, we don't need these beautified because we don't need commoners to live there. We need them larger. So we need them fortified. Like a part of a complete breakfast. Vitamin fortified. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we could do some fortification up here, right? Oh, speaking of fortification, did this thing ever get built? Yes. How about a patroller and a watchman? And then, oops, clicking the wrong button. And you are going to be a commoner, and you are going to be a commoner as well. Okay, and this is now 2. It's not... Okay, yeah, I don't know what building gave us the 6. But these houses need to be larger. So let's go ahead and we'll do towers for fortification instead of the gates like we did on the other one. So let's do some of these watchtowers here. So if I put like... Look at that, like... That right there gets 3 of them. If I were to... This gets 4 of them. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's put this here and get those 3 fully in range. Okay. And then we'll get another watchtower over here on this crazy hill. Oh, it really just needs the 1 because that one's in the range of that tower. Extra fortified. Why not? There we go. And I'm assuming that what happens is when you employ these watchmen, they eventually just go up into those towers every now and then. I'm assuming that's how that works. Oh, isn't there a thing you can do here where you can do like a guard location? Yeah, like you could post like a guard at the gate or something. I don't know how that works. All right. More foragers. All right, our berry production's looking pretty good. Our fish production's looking pretty good. Whoops. Excellent. We're getting a little bit of backstock here. Nice, nice. All right. Is this church done? Is this church done? No. Is it done? I need another priest. Hey, look at, there we go. We got another priest. And you are going to be a commoner. Now we can get 159 people. And now I wonder if the second priest was because we made a second building or if it was just due to the sheer numbers. Oh, I like this little courtyard. That looks really good. That's really nice. And now people will probably be coming over here to this church entrance pretty soon. I assume. Now another thing with the church, and I know this is a problem, right? Because everyone works and lives all over, but if they want to go to church, they all have to walk over here. And I know that that's making things more inefficient. And I know that, like, for example, we could have farmers that live, you know, way over here, for example. Oh my gosh. Wow. So this farmer lives way over here. This farmer doesn't live in one of these houses. So there's a way I think you can, like, evict people. But I don't know if I want to start doing that yet. So, yeah. I don't want to start evicting people. But I don't know if there's another way to get them to go live where they, you know, closer to where they work. All right. Well, I think this is going to do it. I think this is it. So, again, I don't know how to... Is Jess still over here? All right, you're working. Can we see, like... Okay, so she's almost done. So she will finish prospecting that probably at the beginning of the next episode. It looks like we've got lots of things going. Our tools, we're holding at a steady 50 tools in stock. So it seems like we're producing them probably at about the rate we're using them, which is awesome. All right, and it looks like we got our food thing worked out and we got our church worked out. I think today was a successful episode. I think I got done everything I wanted to get done. And I need to start working out some logistics as far as like home versus workplaces and stuff. But I think that's a detail I can maybe worry about at some point, another point in time. I don't know if I really need everything to be like super, super, super efficient. As long as my people are happy, which they are, and things are getting done, I think we're going to be okay. So, all right, well, thanks for coming, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And yeah, from Odaville, I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.